Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays.
Hello and welcome to the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. I'm your host alongside my co-host Irvin. How you doing, Irvin? We can't see you today. I see you have some technical difficulties going on with the camera. How you doing?
Hey man, I'm doing good. I tried to upgrade my setup, but as you can tell, I'm having some issues. But hopefully this mic sounds better than my last one, and hopefully we can record more of these with the new equipment.
Yeah, man. Excited to be back on here and kind of catch up with you and see how everything's been going in life. I know the last time we was on, you was talking about the new bundle of joy, the baby coming. How's that been coming for you?
So my wife didn't look like she was pregnant at all, like a month ago, and then now she's like you could tell she's pregnant. So like she's in month 6, but she's having some like back pains. So like she'll need some help getting up sometimes. She literally can't get up by herself, type stuff. So other than that, I mean, smooth sailing. Just these little bumps, you know.
Super exciting stuff, man. It's always good to bring in new life and, create those experiences and things like that. And I mean, I remember when I first met you, you didn't have any children. It was just you. And now just seeing you, grow into the man that I knew you was going to be. It's just been phenomenal to see how you've grown up, man.
Hey man, I appreciate it. Don't trust me, man. I learned a lot during those times as well. I saw your post the other day about Chloe, and I was like, dang. I was like, dang, dude. And she's one of the cute ones, man. Like a lot of people have babies, and no offense to anybody, but sometimes people be having some ugly babies, you know? Like for real. But you're obviously you ain't gonna call nobody's baby out, right?
Right,
But
right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just kind of have to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, man, we're gonna hop right into it today. We're gonna start off, talking about the NBA season for my Lakers first. I want to start there. So, Irvin,
Do we
I
have
don't
to
know.
go there?
I want to start there so we won't have to end there. So we can just get it out the way.
We have to go there. We still gotta talk about the Lakers. I'm just kidding, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
So obviously the season didn't go as planned. I remember back in July, it was like a couple days before my birthday. There was, there were reports that was swirling around that we was gonna possibly get Russell Westbrook. He wanted out of Washington, and it didn't look likely. And I didn't know for sure. There's no way anywhere we're gonna get Russell Westbrook. And watching his career unfold in OKC, I didn't really catch a lot of his basketball games there. And whenever I would, pull up articles or look up any kind of highlights or anything like that, I would always see that he had, got a triple double. He played hard. All the good things, but I never heard anything about the turnovers, the shooting, and things like that. And as his career kind of progressed, and when KD, you know, went to Golden State, you can kind of see that he kind of emerged as a, OKC's superstar. And then he was, shipped off to a few teams after that. And he still was averaging triple doubles and things. And I never really paid really close attention to some of the things that they kind of got exploited this year. The season was a disaster. The experiment, the experiment was a disaster. Um, I just couldn't believe that the season had gotten to that point because I always kept holding out hope. Okay, yeah, if we can win this game, if we can win this many games, but we went. I think we only won like 4 games after the All Star break, and it just never turned around. Then when I thought that we possibly could still ink in with the play in situation, LeBron had gotten hurt and he missed those games that was pretty crucial against the game with Denver, and then he missed the second game against New Orleans. So that pretty much did us in. And then obviously, about the coach. He was unceremoniously fired following the season. There was a lot of finger pointing and blaming. Um, I guess what are your thoughts about the Lakers and I guess their future and how this season just didn't come together?
The Lakers are going to be great. They're going to be okay. At the end of the day, you kind of have to look at it from this perspective, right? You're still going to have LeBron. It doesn't seem like, besides having to deal with now him getting used to him missing some games throughout the season, you're going to have LeBron at the end of the day. It doesn't seem like his play has been declining anyways, you got to look at it. I mean, I think he was averaging 30, right? Like, I think he was averaging 30, man, and the man is 37. So I didn't see any decline from him. I don't expect there's going to be a decline next year. My curiosity with the Lakers, and it's why I say they're going to be okay, is I think the Lakers are just, a sixth man and some improvements off the bench from actually being a solid contender. And I think that starts with everybody kind of accepting their roles. I think that Russell kind of has to they kind of have to let Russell be Russell and kind of deal with the consequences that come with it. Because I think that you're gonna have to boost his confidence. You're gonna have to trust Russell to be Russell, and then you're also gonna have to um, take advantage of having a better bench and having a better sixth man, having fresh legs, young legs, people that can go out there and play defense. Austin Reeves, he's obviously emerging. You also have some draft picks coming up now, whether or not LeBron wants to get rid of them and waste them on a veteran, then now that's up to the Lakers front office. It's up to Rob Pelinka. It's up to what's it called, to the Ramses family. Like, they have to figure out where this team can go and just try to exploit it with new fresh talent that's going to ultimately improve their drive, so they're not going to be as tired because of the age. And who knows, you might get, maybe not a superstar, but you might get an all-star.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is to figure out what we're gonna do with that Russell Westbrook contract. Now, there's been reports here and there about him having potential suitors, people that are willing to acquire his services. One being the Indiana Pacers. I heard that report. Also, recently heard about the Charlotte Hornets. Um, I'm all for it as long as we can get a good return back. And I apologize, Laker Nation, but I just thought, from my point of view, I just want us to just hit the reset button, start over fresh, and possibly, just get some more young pieces. I mean, even if we had to move AD, I was willing to concede that as well. If LeBron doesn't, pick up his option, I was, okay with that as long as we can possibly, get players in. I like what I saw the last game, even though it wasn't, it was meaningless against Denver. You mentioned Austin Reeves, Malik Monk. Um, they played hard. I haven't seen that kind of, heart and effort, all season long. So it was a breath of fresh air just to see them hustling and, getting up and down and stuff like that. A lot of the players that we had had prior reputations where they was the guy on their team. They led teams. They're Hall of Fame bound players, and they're living off that past glory. And coming to the Lakers, I mean that they were losing basketball games and still, acting as if, they was supposed to be penciled in for the playoffs or penciled in to play in the finals, and it just, never materialized. And hopefully, they get it together. Hopefully, them being the Lakers and figuring it out. Hopefully that they, learn from this season. Take away a lot from it, and just put it behind us. And I'm gonna go on record and say we're gonna win next year's championship.
Oh my God. No way. No shot, man. Not the way the Grizzlies are looking right now.
What about the Grizzlies?
Not the way the Grizzlies are looking right now.
Oh, Irvin, I thought you
Nah.
I thought you was gonna come along with me on this one.
No, no shot, man. Can't come along with you, man. There's so much talent. The NBA right now is just filled with so much talent, so many great teams. It's looking tougher and tougher for just one team to be called the favorite.
Irvin, we was doing good, and now all of a sudden you wanna go against me now.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I just can't roll with you there, man. Plus, I gotta tell you, man. Like, I'm shooting for Giannis to repeat, man.
I don't think so. I think this is the year that Phoenix finally breaks through.
Do you think they meet again in the finals?
I don't think the Bucks get past Brooklyn this time. I think
Oh,
Brooklyn is
you think they're coming?
I think so because I did hear some reports that they possibly could get Ben Simmons back, and I think if they can get him back, at least to play defense, offensively it just ain't there. But
He might be able to take away Middleton, but you know Ben Simmons got no business guarding Giannis.
no, I don't think he would check Giannis. I think that he
I think
that's
that
just
KD would personally take it up on himself to guard Giannis.
well, they had no business beating them last year in the playoffs.
But
They had
there's
no
a
business.
but this is a different Bucks team, man. This is a different Giannis. Giannis isn't even scared of the free throw anymore. You
Yes.
understand that?
Yeah, I mean I've
He's
seen him play.
he's not even afraid of it. He's cool with it. He's slick with it. He's getting a little shot to him, man. He's confident with with the three. I know. Remember that clip I sent you when
Mhm.
they beat who was it? Was it the Sixers where
That was
Giannis hit the three?
no, that was actually Brooklyn.
It was on Brooklyn, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
step back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, man, this isn't the same Giannis, dude. He's evolving. He's coming, man. He is coming. KD on the record. KD on the record calling him the most dominant player right now.
I'm like, let me tell you, this is how I am with Giannis. I'm like standing up there and I bought tickets. I just don't want to walk in yet. You know, I just haven't. I just haven't. I bought tickets to the Giannis show, but I'm still gonna stand outside for a little bit longer.
Wow.
I just not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Look,
Wow.
Kendra's back. What's up,
What's up,
Kendra?
Kendrick? Dude, you're not telling me this right now, man.
I don't
What
know.
else does he have to do, bro? He literally dropped 50 on Phoenix on the road.
I don't know, man.
Come on, dude.
I'm just not there like that with like everybody else.
50. Had
I
had a
don't know if
game
I
where
ever.
before
I don't
that
know
he dropped 40 on him.
I don't know if I ever told you. I mean, I've said it on the show before. But I don't
Oh,
know if I ever told you, but I have a favorite player, and he doesn't play for the Lakers.
oh my gosh.
Have I ever told you who it was?
Who's your favorite player?
Kevin Durant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what about him?
He has to do something this year. As long as they're not playing the Lakers, then I'm rooting for Kevin.
Look, man, I think where it's gonna get interesting is whoever faces the 76ers. I think that whoever gets them, um, I think that that's going to be either team, either Milwaukee's or Brooklyn's hardest road. I think that that's probably the team in the East that I can see giving them the most issues because I don't think that James Harden is going to be a complete no show. Will he? Will he? Mess up in the big moments and stuff like that? Well, that's to be determined. But I mean, he'll show up a couple games. He'll definitely show up a couple games. So I think him and this new version of Embiid that we're seeing this year, I think that from a standpoint of how much he's elevated his game to also keep himself healthy, but as we all know it, he tends to be okay, and then in the playoffs is when he tends to go down. So look out for that in the 76ers as well. But honestly, man, like I'm with you. I was in a coin flip between Brooklyn and Milwaukee, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that
Philly
Giannis is
ain't doing nothing. I'm not scared of Philly at all.
so. Oh, so now you're just hopping on the Brooklyn train now. You made a stop. You made a stop
Listen,
somewhere in Brooklyn, and
I'm
you're
not.
you're staying there for right now.
I'm not sure if you've seen these two get down. I don't know if you seen that game last time where Kyrie was 9-9 for like 3 quarters,
I saw that game.
and they don't play a lick of defense. I
I
I know,
know.
I know this.
How you stopping Giannis?
You know,
What happens?
it's just a
Who's
point.
hustling for the ball as fast as Giannis?
Listen, Giannis gonna get his points. Let him get his points. You just can't let Middleton and all the rest of the people come along for the ride.
Bro, you're first of all, the other thing you guys are underestimating is how much Brooke Lopez helps that Bucks team, especially on a matchup against the Nets.
Did he
Because
play last time? Is he playing?
he's playing now. Yeah, he's healthy. And he can shoot. The man can shoot threes.
The Lakers cut him, so he's fine. I don't know.
And we got a oh, okay. What are the Lakers? Are they playing or is Brooke Lopez playing? Uh,
Whoa.
I mean, I'm just saying, man.
Okay, I see.
You were the one that dissed my man, bro. Come on,
I
dude.
got you. I got you. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
Kick a man while he's down.
bro, he's coming, man.
Where he going?
Nah, Brooke Lopez, watch. He's gonna pull some clutch plays for that comment. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I heard Corey say this on the
But
podcast."
I think they lost a lot. Like we haven't seen this team in the playoffs yet. This year, the Bucks, and I think they lost a lot defensively and shooting wise to sustain in a series. I mean, it's cool like what they was able to do in the regular season, but I just think that they might be a little bit vulnerable than you may think.
I think that you're about to see a whole new vamped up version of Milwaukee that they've just been kind of creeping on to unleash in the playoffs. But listen, man, at the end of the day, the playmakers that were there last year are back, with the exception of what's his name? He got sent to Miami, PJ Tucker.
Yeah,
With
you
the
lost a lot.
exception,
You
we
lost a
lost
lot with
PJ
him.
Tucker, who like I said, a great defensive player. However, you still got all the same playmakers.
That was your
You
dog.
He wasn't a dog. That man was on KD, even though it didn't make a single difference. KD was giving that man buckets.
That's Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I know. I know.
He did
He gives
everything he
everybody.
possibly could. I mean, like only
No, he did.
I don't even think he could pray to God to help him stop KD that game.
Yeah, no, hell no. Katie was on it. No, I mean, I saw. I don't know if you heard the podcast recently where Katie was like, It was like an interview with KD, and he admitted that he was so gassed, like
You could tell.
yeah, that he was so freaking gassed afterwards, like he was just going down. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's the unfortunate part about KD is the man just loves to hoop. You don't see KD out there squatting and shit. He's just out there hooping. So I think that's one of the issues with this playoffs that I see with KD, and the problem with the Nets is what's going to happen when KD's minutes get crazy. What's going to happen when you're playing these games and these series that are going into overtime and overtime and overtime, and you're competitive and it's nonstop. What happens then? Kyrie, okay, Kyrie can go off, but we all know that at the end of the day, when shit hits the fan, it's KD. It's KD.
Well, we don't know. Like with KD, we know it's KD, but KD needs to know it's KD because it's so many times where you want KD to hit that next gear, and he won't. Um, and what I mean by that, we know KD can score. We know, but we haven't seen like KD like, all right, give me the ball and get out the way.
That's not who he is.
Yeah, but he's this year he gonna have to do it. I think that he still kind of defers to Kyrie a lot. I mean, that's just how he's always been. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm,
man.
I'm gonna get my shots. I mean, and it's whatever. I just get it. I get it. However, whatever. But he's been asked to do a lot this year that he's normally is not accustomed to. But he's gonna have to do a lot more than that. He's basically like a Batman that plays like a Robin, and Kyrie thinks he's Batman, but he's really Robin.
Yeah, I know. You said it best. I couldn't agree with you more on that, and that's from that point of view. I will say though, like I think that's ultimately where you kind of um, where you see ultimately like great players. Like yeah, you have this incredible talent in KD, but it's always been like what's hindered him from winning, right? Like what's hindered him besides when he was with Golden State and they were winning because it was just talent everywhere on the court. Like literally defensive schemes would be just destroyed by that team. And so I definitely think that um, that KD's leadership is something that he has to really really start dialing in on. He really has to start getting onto these guys. He really has to start playing some defense. And I get it. And between him and Kyrie, they're going to have to share the shots because at the end of the day, they're going to both have to be playing defense. They're going to need those legs. Kyrie's legs are fresh, so that's an advantage. KD, on the other hand, might be playing 40 minutes after 40 minutes or 45 minutes or more back to back to back. And I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know what could happen to KD after all. That's just so many minutes, so much cardio, so much defense.
That's why they need Patty Mills to step up. They need Seth Curry to step up. Hopefully, they get Ben Simmons back to help them out with on that end of the floor on defense. Drummond, I'm not sure what's going on with LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know what they're doing with Blake Griffin. I mean, this team is really deep, but they don't even play everybody. So, you know, hopefully, they got Boston coming up, and they definitely got their work cut out in terms of the Boston Celtics because what they've been able to do. Boston did start off really, really rocky this year. I didn't even think that they was going to be as good as they turned out to be. But I think that I'm gonna give this series 6 games. I think the Nets will probably be able to take them out in 6. I'm still rolling with the Nets because I want to see the rematch between KD and Giannis. I think that's what everybody wants to see. I don't want to
Yep.
see the Bucks in the finals again. I just don't. It was boring.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
I'm
bro.
being honest. Like I don't want to see the Bucks and the Suns again. Like I don't want to see that again. That was like bad. That's the worst move for the NBA.
You're so mad, dude. You're so mad. You're so mad into the super mega stars went.
It was not fun to watch.
You're so salty.
I was like, oh, the finals is on. All right, I
Y-
guess I turned it on.
You're so mad. Oh man, and the team that eliminated the Lakers were the ones that went.
It didn't even have
Damn.
to. It didn't have nothing to do with the Lakers. I mean, who wants to see the Bucks and the Suns? Nobody.
Nah, I don't think. I think if Steph Curry comes back and he comes back like good, like Steph Curry mode, uh, Phoenix isn't Phoenix isn't in for a shock.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm gonna need Steph Curry to come out. Look, bro. At the end of the day, if they come back full like health and everything, I'm picking the Warriors over everybody. I'm gonna be very very clear there. I'm gonna be very 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 clear.
they don't play a whole lot of defense
If
either.
Steph Curry comes back healthy,
They also don't play a lot of defense either.
they're beating anybody.
Boy,
Anybody. Especially with the return of Clay starting to average more points per game, making some progressions. Now I just need Clay to snap out of it and just let him play the role that he needs to be playing and quit trying to prove something to people. Then that's literally perfect. Everybody firing, everybody knowing what their role is. You got Poole, who's coming up, great shooter. You're literally gonna have to start guarding these guys crossing the halfway court, bro. Like halfway, you're gonna have to start from the logo, dude. You're gonna have to start blocking these guys.
I don't know. For me, I think that if they don't do anything this year, it just really shows me that they couldn't do it without KD. They haven't been back to the finals since KD left.
Well, they're coming, man. I'm telling you, but
What-
I said there's a
You
lot
keep
of ifs
saying,
there.
you keep
There's a
saying
lot of
they coming.
ifs.
Where they going?
Huh?
Where they going?
I just told you they're winning the whole thing. They're winning the chip. 100%. If they're 100% healthy, they're winning the chip.
I think it's past your bedtime.
And no, it's not.
I think you probably getting a little sleepy.
No, no, no.
They
I
was
got the Bucks coming out of the East, and let me be very clear here, okay? Let me be very, very clear here, okay? I got the Bucks coming out of the East, and right now, okay, right now, there's nothing that tells me that the Warriors are 100% healthy. So as of right now, I'm taking the Grizzlies.
boy. I tell you, we need to drug test you right now. I just feel like I'm still
Are
not.
you not watching what the Grizzlies are doing without their superstar
Listen,
player?
listen. I saw the Grizzlies coming last year. I covered the team last year. I was watching them last year a lot, and I knew that they were coming because I like how they play. They got those young legs. They get up and down. They play defense. They
No,
definitely
they're coming.
play with or without John Morant, which is crazy to me. I knew
They
this
yeah.
coming this year, but I didn't know they was going to be this good this soon. But I'm not picking them at all to do anything. Not yet.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I don't know, man. I think in a 7-game series with the Suns,
Them lights get bright.
I know, man, but
Them lights get bright.
I guess what you really have to ask yourself is who's the best player going into the Western Conference? Like who's the best player in the West?
The best player in the West, I mean, duh, that's Jokic. But his team,
Oh, Yoke.
his team
Oh,
sucks.
Yoke. Yes, bro, but look, okay, fine. With the exception of Jokic, because his team isn't obviously he's hurt.
And his team is booty.
Yeah, okay, man, but he's also a part of the can't jump to a curb club.
Now, if he had Murray, I think that they probably could. Like, I hate that Murray's been out that long. That kind of hurts them.
And it's gonna be a while for him to feel 100% again.
And Porter Jr., he's pretty good, but he stay hurt. He has a back like a 75-year-old man.
Telling you, man.
Yeah, they definitely in shambles. I got it. I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. Let's move from the NBA and go to the NFL. There was a few moves that I want to talk about, and I want to get your take on this. All right. So a couple top receivers in the NFL on both sides of the conferences moved from elite quarterbacks. Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams. Tyreek Hill left Patrick Mahomes. Devontae leaves arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers. Both are going to Tua and Derek Carr. Would they regret this?
I think Devontae might regret it. I don't think that Tyreek and realistically, I don't think either player is going to regret it. I just think from a productive standpoint, Devontae will probably, uh, his productivity be probably a little lower. I get it; he's going to go be the new number one, but you also got Waller there, and Waller's been really, really big part of their system. He's also a stud. You also got Renfro over there, and obviously he's been the security blanket for Carr for a while now. So I don't think that. Realistically either player will have like a crazy decline. And at the end of the day, man, like the cheetah's the cheetah. Switching over to Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, man. That man is the fastest, the fastest player in the NFL. That man is ridiculous. He has some ridiculous speed. I didn't see it declining yet, and I think Miami will probably still get a good 3 years out of him with that same speed, probably, if I had to guess. But I think that it's going to be a good little security blanket for Tua that he's got some speedsters there. He's got Waddle on the other end, and then he's got that their tight end is a stud too. Gesicki, I think is his last name. He's also a stud. He's also like a Kittle type, very athletic, very what's it called? Very able to create separation type of tight end. So I think that Tyreek's maybe percentage of deep bombs might decrease, but I think he's still going to find a way to create yards for himself. Obviously, that would raise the chances of him getting injured more because you're obviously been taking more and more hits running after the catch. But at the end of the day, man, the cheetah's the cheetah.
The cheetah don't like to run between the numbers. The cheetah likes to take the top off the coverage. The quarterback cannot push the ball down the field.
Oh no.
The cheetah screwed up.
The cheetah screwed up, but he's still going to get his. And at the end of the day, look, man, at the end of the day, Tyreek was at least honest when he said that when somebody makes an offer that big to you, it's like you deuced out. He did the smart move. A lot of people would question it.
You don't leave Patrick Mahomes in his prime.
Dude, listen, man, here's what I'm trying to say. You're exactly correct. But there's two different kinds of players in the NFL. There's the players that care about winning, and there's the players that care about individual accolades, right? And their bread, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Tyreek being openly honest with us, he basically told us what kind of player he is. He definitely stands on the I want to get my accolades and I want to get paid type on the side of players, right? Then you have other players like Devontae, on the other hand. I don't think Devontae obviously later we found out that it didn't really come down to the money. It literally just came down to a poor relationship with the Green Bay Packers. So Devontae, on the other hand, I don't think that what's it called? We should be super concerned with.
I think it's a lot of different factors for pros and cons when it comes to Devontae Adams. A lot of pros and cons. One pro, you're not playing in Green Bay, Wisconsin anymore. You're playing in Vegas. Like just the strength on that alone. I mean, plus plus. From my understanding, that the Green Bay Packers had a chance to have first refusal, meaning that they could match whatever, and he'd have to stay. So, whatever the case is, I think that they had already prepared for him to leave. They didn't really put up a big fight for him to leave, and ultimately, he, got what he wanted. He's back with his college quarterback, good weather, new contract. But Derek Carr is not Aaron Rodgers, not by a stretch of the imagination, not at all. Now, when we talk about Tyreek in Miami,
Oh, I'm sorry, my mic was muted.
oh, you good?
Um, as I was gonna say, um, I think with Devontae, the the problem with him going over there really just comes down to quarterback play, right? In everybody's eyes. I think that obviously you're downgrading, but if you think about it this way, Devontae really just wanted to go play with his friend, and he was tired of getting, kind of um, mistreated and not didn't feel very valued from the Green Bay Packers. So ultimately, he got paid and he went into a better, mental place for himself than he would have been in Green Bay. And plus, like, think about it this way: why would you want to be locked into a team who doesn't even know if their quarterback is going to come back next season?
That is true.
So it's like, and I don't know if you've seen the quarterback market, but what stud veteran quarterback is now going to be available in the next 4 years?
Not a lot.
Yeah. So going back to everything, like there's really nothing. They're going to have to draft one. They're going to have to draft one and pray that they can develop one, because obviously Jordan Love was in the savior they were hoping him to be.
Hold on. Are you insinuating that the Green Bay Packers found a brain and they're going to bring it to the draft and actually draft what they need?
Maybe.
They have never drafted a skill player around Aaron Rodgers.
They're going to have to.
The man makes $50 million a year. They have to. I did hear today that they ended up signing Sammy Watkins to a 1 year deal. It's not Devontae, and I don't know what Sammy even got left. I mean, doesn't he have injury history as well?
Yeah, he does. But if you get a healthy Watkins, then he's really an over the top player. I honestly think that last season that was what the Chiefs needed, to go along with Tyreek. But ultimately, Mecole and Pringle and the rest of them that were on that team, just there wasn't one that really was that second option in the receivers, right? So
They're gonna have to draft a receiver in the first round, which I don't have any confidence that they're gonna do that.
the Chiefs,
Green Bay.
I don't know, man. I think that at this point they're probably going to try to get a receiver that way, because I don't see any other veteran receiver, because you can't fit Metcalf in. Otherwise,
Oh yeah. Is he
you're,
is he on the move? He's not gonna stay in Seattle?
Seattle is taking calls for him.
Oh wow. I didn't know that. They're trying to blow that whole thing up.
Yeah, they're trying to complete fresh new restart. They're hoping to get. There's not an official price point or anything, right? But I'm assuming they're probably going to ask for 2 first rounders, probably somewhere in that negotiation. So, um, I don't know. Maybe a first rounder, two rounders. I don't know. But at the end of the day, um, they're kind of out of options.
I know Gino re-signed too today.
Exactly. And now Baker Mayfield has even less of an option to go anywhere.
I think he might go to Pittsburgh. I don't know why that keeps ringing in my.
Nah, he ain't going to Pittsburgh, man.
I think he could challenge Trubisky.
I think so too, but yeah, I heard this earlier. Maybe as a short segment here, but I heard that who you got, Mayfield at his peak or Dak at his peak?
Ooh, I'm taking Dak all day long.
I'm taking Dak too, man, but not by much.
Are you serious right now?
I'm serious, dude. Today, I don't know if you were watching, um, if you were watching Undisputed, but
Every day.
dude, they were tearing him up today, man.
See that dog?
Yeah, I saw the dog. They were like, "Is he okay?
Yeah, is the dog okay?
The dog okay?"
He should have put the dog up when he had that little interview, man. I don't know why the dog was sitting there with his legs open like that. Strange.
Oh man, yeah, that was funny.
What if they roll into the season with him still on the books? They already got three other quarterbacks, three new quarterbacks.
Who?
The Cleveland Browns.
Well,
Plus,
no,
plus
they're gonna have to cough up. I heard earlier they're probably gonna have to just eat half of his salary, and the other team will divide it as well. So he'll probably end up on a $10 million deal somewhere else, and then the Browns will just have to take a $10 million hit.
well, he's gonna have to get that 19 million that he's owed.
That's what I'm saying.
It just,
So they're gonna divide it in half
yeah,
between the teams.
they still owe him that, so he's gonna get that regardless. Whoever picks him up.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm kind of interested in maybe for the Saints, kind of.
What?
I don't just to go challenge Winston.
Baker?
Yes, man. I'm challenging it, man. I don't know.
Nah, and
I don't know.
He not gonna fit that locker room.
I don't. Oh, you right, man. We got some dogs. We got some dogs on defense.
Cause he get up there
Nah, he be clowning. He be clowning.
talking out the side of his neck, man. That is not gonna fly in New Orleans.
I know, man, but you have to look at it from this perspective. Like, what does New Orleans have to lose?
Everything. They still good. You still got players coming back.
No, man, I'm talking about from the quarterback position. Like, let's be 100% serious here, man. Like, without one of those either we'll say elite or right below elite quarterback guys, like there's just no shot. There's no shot.
Who's Jameson's backup right now?
We brought back. Oh no, we got rid of Simeon, and Taysom Hill is no longer a quarterback. He's going to be transitioning into the tight end position full time now.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I was asking who's the.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Me and my buddy, my other Saints fan buddy, we were talking, and I was like, hey, like, why do we always see that book guy that we drafted last season on vacation?
Oh yeah, I do remember him. He played that one time whenever everybody was hurt.
Yeah. So Nick was like, so he's like, this dude is always on vacation, man. Like, please get to work already. Like, what are you even doing? He was like, this man is always out of town. This man is always on vacation. Like, do something. And so I really don't know who's gonna end up being the backup, man.
Oh, bro, I was just looking it up now. Looks like y'all got Andy Dalton.
Oh, that's right. We did get Dalton. I forgot about that.
didn't know
We did
that.
get Andy Dalton. Yeah, we did. I forgot about that.
have no idea why, but it's a 1 year deal for $6 million.
The red rifle.
He is cheeks.
We got the red rifle.
Yeah, it's I don't know. But I mean, right now, I think if y'all get all your pieces back, everybody, their defense is solid. The running game is solid. Hopefully, you can get Michael Thomas back.
Listen, man, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited for Michael Thomas to go out there and have people put some respect on his name again, man. People need to stop pretending like he didn't break records the last time he was on the field. People be forgetting who was the number one receiver in the NFL.
Kamara, he's gonna have to break out.
I don't know, nah, man. We're not gonna have him for like 6 games, probably, if not more.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get suspended because of that incident with
Hmm.
Pro Bowl.
Yeah, man. I see them really tackling on some suspensions on him, bro. Like he really beat the crap out of that man.
I don't know why he did it. That didn't make any sense.
I don't know either, man. I don't know, dude. You never know, man. Like it's like it's like what I think I heard Shannon Sharp say this. It's like when you have somebody who's an athlete and kind of has that mentality of always having to prove something or always having to go above, like in an altercation like that happens, like that primitive instinct comes out and obviously things get ugly and it's not an excuse for what happened, but that's the only kind of explanation I can think of why he did it, man. It sucks, but I mean, he's gonna deserve all the games, man. He really beat the hell out of that man.
Pro athlete, got all that money, got your chains on in front of your boys. I mean, they always trying to overcompensate and stuff like that. Or, I mean, it didn't make any sense. You're the money man. You're the one making all the money. You're the one guy that has everything to lose and nothing to gain. Um, I don't know why he did it. I mean, and you're one of the franchise cornerstones. Like you are the guy on your team, you know. But hopefully his situation doesn't affect the team too much. I hate when guys make poor decisions and then the team suffers behind these poor decisions. And so I'm hoping that they're able to get him back and he doesn't have to suffer too many games. Because I mean, it's unfortunate. I just wish that he would have made a better decision when it came to that. Going into the last and final topic, I want to leave this last and final topic for you, Irvin. So it's been reported that your man Kyler Murray is not reporting unless he gets a brand new deal. I'm gonna let you take off on this because you had a lot to say the last time we was on air about Kyler Murray. He's not gonna play unless he gets a new contract. What are your thoughts?
He's a kid, man. He's a kid. He's a kid. And listen, man, like respectfully, he's a kid. Like I everything I understand where a lot of this is coming from, right? Like the quarterback market right now is as high as it's ever been. They were making the comparison that Dak's contract now is almost like a baby contract compared to what's going on what some of these guys are getting. Um, but ultimately, I think that I mean, what have you put on paper? Like
Whoa,
what
we back on
what
this again? Whoa,
huh?
whoa,
Yeah, I'm going there. Here
whoa,
we're going right
whoa.
there real quick.
Here we
Real
go.
quick. Let's just get to the point. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. This man has one playoff appearance, garbage playoff appearance
Dang,
that he made. Yeah, he has one play. He cannot stay healthy. And all I'm saying from what I'm saying is I'm not saying that Kyler Murray is garbage. I'm not saying that he's a horrible player. He is a player with a lot of talent. He is like a mini Lamar Jackson,
he's the
but
most electric man in the
with
NFL.
more with more accuracy. I think that Kyler Murray can lead you as a player who can compensate for a team's deficiencies, right? The
Mhm.
only problem is the man cannot go a whole season without getting injured.
What
And
is he
all
like
I'm
5'8"?
saying,
He's
and
he's
all I'm
tiny.
saying, I understand that. And all I'm saying is you cannot blame a team for maybe wanting to wait off on signing you long term when you're still getting paid from your rookie deal. I can't blame them for kind of like hesitating a little bit because he hasn't been able to complete a season without getting hurt, man. He's made it to the playoffs once and it wasn't that great of a performance. If you're talking from you have to look at this, man, from a fairness standpoint with the rest of the players in the league.
I don't think. I think. I mean, I understand fully where you're going with this, but it's just like I said before, and I stick by this. You either pay this man now or wait and watch this market balloon. The market for a quarterback is going up, just like everything else in the world, and it's the most valuable position on the field, and he is. Dare I say it again? I know you're gonna flip out about it. An elite quarterback in this league. Pay him
He's
now.
definitely not elite. He's definitely not elite.
Okay, we can argue about that. In my opinion, I think he's worth it because without him, the team sucks.
Let me ask you something. Okay?
Go ahead.
Let me ask
Go
you
ahead.
something. Is his contract bigger than Dak's?
It's going to be for sure.
No, 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 no. From a deserving standpoint, does he
Yes,
deserve a bigger
yes,
contract than Dak?
yes, yes. He deserves a big contract in Dak.
You're ratting out on your boy.
Yes.
You're literally switching sides on your man.
If you hold my feet to the fire right now, and you say you get Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, I want Kyler Murray.
Okay. You're bailing out on your homeboy. He's
Bro,
gone.
I'm not stupid.
You're just bailing out on him.
I'm being objective.
Okay. Well, I guess if you don't want to win a playoff game, you could keep Kyler Murray.
Oh, what
Because
are you talking about?
if I recall,
Have I won one with Dak this last postseason?
Dak literally has won one and on the road
How long ago was that?
4 years ago.
Hmm. What have you done for me lately?
What has Kyler Murray done? He's 3 seasons in the NFL and he made it to one.
Did he have D Hop?
And we go back to the D Hop point. You can't base
That's
his
all I want.
greatness off D Hop because we saw what happened when D Hop was hurt. Kyler's play dropped.
What is he gonna do? Throw it to himself?
No, man, he's got plenty of other great options. But he knows that the one man who can separate, who can give him a easier window to put the ball through is D Hop.
He didn't have his number one receiver, and you gonna hold that against him?
100%.
Wow.
100%, man. I'm sorry. If you're elite, you make up for it. I
How?
saw Aaron Rodgers in a regular season game go up against them and pull it off without his number one receiver.
What you doing in the playoffs?
The same thing, but you can't make that comparison with both when both players exited at the same time.
We already know that Aaron Rodgers is better than Kyler Murray. It's not even close.
Exactly.
It's not even close.
Okay, exactly. So that's my problem when you call him elite.
He's elite.
He's not elite. So then what? So then what's Aaron Rodgers?
He's super elite.
Okay, no. We're talking about elite being the top category.
No, it's elite, and then there's Aaron Rodgers.
No. If you're not putting Patrick Mahomes out there, you're cracked out of your mind. But
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Patrick Mahomes.
Right now,
Yes.
you're
You
correct.
crazy?
No shot. I'm not crazy. No. Patrick Mahomes gets me to the AFC Championship game 4 consecutive times.
Patrick Mahomes like turn that ball over too.
Yeah, but at least my man can get it past the first round.
I mean, you got me there.
Yeah, and at least my QB's 26.
They got the same amount of
26.
Super Bowls. They got the same amount of Super
He's
Bowls.
26. He's 26. Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes is 26, and he already has more AFC Championship appearances and championships than Aaron Rodgers. Can I interest you in that?
Aaron Rodgers got 4 MVPs.
Patrick Mahomes is 26, and he already has one. Can I interest you in that? And he's got the rest of his career to go get more.
He just lost a big weapon.
I think the Chiefs. I think people are going to be sleeping on the Chiefs because technically you don't know if I'm these new teams in the AFC West. I'm scared out of my mind to see what this new version of the Chiefs could potentially be, because at the end of the day, we all know that it starts with Patrick Mahomes.
They struggled last year with Tyreek
because they were having to adjust to a whole new style of offense. The big plays weren't there anymore. They had to take the short stuff. They had to get they had to create separation on the inside. They had to
same players and coaches. I don't know why they struggle with the same stuff.
They struggled because it was a whole different system, whole new offense.
Oh, the league caught up.
Oh yeah, 100%. The league caught up. 100%. The league caught up, but at the end of the day, the league might have caught up or not. You still didn't keep the man from the AFC Championship game.
They lost to the Bengals.
Okay, the Bengals were like on a Hail Mary run. I don't expect you expect to see the Bengals back in the Super Bowl?
Do you expect them? Bengals. The Bengals shouldn't even been there.
I understand that. Trust me, we all witnessed it. We all saw it. We all saw what happened. It was a whole meltdown. We saw it. Well, the Chiefs don't even have the Chiefs never even had a good pass rush, man. Like, let's be for real. They really don't have a nice pass rush.
What is that guy's name that you're a Chiefs fan, right? I know.
Huh?
You like Chiefs, right? Because you went to go see him.
Well, I went to go see Patrick Mahomes, man.
What is that guy's name? I can't think of his name. That went to school with Dak, that plays on their defense. They both went to Mississippi State.
Chris Jones?
Yeah. Isn't he pretty good?
Yeah, but he's not a pass. I mean, he's the nose, man. He's the inside of the defense. I mean, he's not necessarily like a, he can he's not like a takeover game defensive player.
Didn't he sack Dak?
Huh?
So didn't he sack Dak?
I don't remember. It might have been him, or it might have been Melvin Ingram with help from Frank Clark. I don't remember.
Cowboys, Super Bowl.
Stop. Please just stop.
Lakers, finals.
Bucks in 7.
No. With me. Cowboys, Super Bowl, Lakers, finals.
Come
on.
I think.
You malfunctioning? Can you hear me?
Bills in Super Bowl.
Bills?
Bills in Super Bowl.
Those choke artists?
Listen, man. I don't know. I can't give it to the Chiefs because first I need to see what this new offense looks like.
You already know what it's gonna look like.
No, crap. I don't know no, you can't say that. You can't say that when even with a crappy offense they whooped the Cowboys.
We only got like 3 field goals.
I know.
Right? It was like 3, right?
Yep.
It's ridiculous. We didn't even get into the end zone.
Uh-huh.
If we got into the end zone once, we probably could.
Dude, we were all hoping it was going to be a straight shootout, a touchdowns, bro. We were so hyped for that. We were so ready for that.
Was it loud?
Dude, it's loud. It's crazy loud. Like so your ears will start ringing loud.
Is it
from the
louder than
crowd.
you expected, or it's just what you thought it was gonna be?
No, it's louder than I expected. But what I
Really?
will say though, yeah. But what I will say though is like I think that Dallas has become too like I don't know, man. Like the environment in some of these stadiums, and I've been to Dallas and I've been to New Orleans and I've been to um, Arrowhead, and I think New Orleans and Arrowhead, like the fans there, are just more. I want to say more committed, more like
Mhm.
welcoming, more. I don't know, man. It's crazy, but I think the fans, like it's a different environment. I can't explain it, but I definitely 100% would say that the environment at Arrowhead is insane.
Yeah,
It's insane, man. It really is. It's a whole different vibe, man.
I've heard a lot about that. That's why I asked that question.
I love it. I
Yeah,
I think it was awesome. Yeah, man. I was high fiving random people. I was like some like family or some group of guys had like some cheer they were doing or whatever. Every time the Chiefs did something cool or they scored, they would like sweep the top of the head of one of them. Like just pretend like you're like moving your fingers, or your hands over his head or whatever.
yeah.
And bro, I just literally joined in and started doing it, and it was just like whatever, cool, fuck it, and we were just doing it.
What
Literally,
a
man.
experience. At least you can tell your grandchildren, yeah, I seen Patrick Mahomes play like at Arrowhead. It's like
Oh,
something.
bro, I need to go back. I need to see a game where it's like an all-out shootout. He had a cool pass. Like he had a cool pass on the Cowboys game. It didn't count, but he had a cool
Yeah,
little pass. But I really wanted to see something crazy.
yeah. Maybe next time when you get a chance to go, you'll be able to capture some of that moment.
100%, man. I gotta go. I need to figure out where to go this year. I want to continue doing that. New one every time.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Maybe we can try to plan just a game day somewhere.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Well, Irvin, man, it's been great tonight. Glad to hop back on here and kind of just pick up where we left off at. Still trying to get that schedule down consistently, but I really enjoyed doing this with you, man. It's really good to catch up with you and stuff like that. Um, you know, we got to do it again.
Oh, most definitely, bro. We definitely have to link up. I mean, once we can figure out this little tech difficulty, it's gonna go. It's gonna be insane.
Dude, you actually want a whole podcast dark mode.
I know it's crazy, right?
You probably got like a zit or something like that you're trying to cover up that you don't want nobody to see.
No, I don't have a zit or nothing.
Well, man, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast with me and Irvin. We definitely appreciate all the support we've been getting. I literally have people asking me when are you coming back. Um, I think it's still good that we've been doing this for a little bit, me and Irvin, but the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast has been already 2 years strong already now, and it's just surprises me that I started this out of pure boredom and wanting to just get started with podcasting, and it just kind of grew legs, and finally got Irvin on, and the sky's the limit, man. I think that Irvin adds a lot of depth to the conversations, a lot of perspective. Instead of just hearing me just going back and forth with myself, it's always good to bounce ideas off of him and kind of speak with him about some of the current sports events that are going on. Um, Irvin, I think this is here to stay. I think that we're going to do a lot of phenomenal things on this show.
Hey, man. Every time, man, you got to make me blush. You got to stop. I
I
appreciate it, though.
can't even see
I
it.
know. Good. No, I appreciate it, though, man. Really. Trust me. Me too. I love doing this. I think that if I could do this all the time, I feel like I'm watching a show. But it's awesome. There's nothing like being able to just get on here. And I know you're going to probably have a different opinion. The way I see it, it's almost guaranteed. So it's great, man, to hear other points and other perspectives. So I mean, If anything, it's great because at the end of the day, we're just dudes talking about sports.
Right, right. But before we go, you gotta do one thing for me. You gotta do one thing for me.
What's up?
Tell everybody that Kyler Murray is elite.
He's not elite. I'm sorry.
You're tripping. I
I'm
promise you.
sorry.
I'm gonna pull up all his stats,
He's not elite. I'm sorry.
all his games, because you might have been asleep.
Okay, look, if they are better than here's the quarterbacks I consider elite. Okay. Aaron Rodgers,
All right, that's one. Give me five.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Okay.
Um
Besides say, you gotta throw Kyler in there.
no, hell no, not even close. Um Herbert got to go on there.
It's a nice list.
And I think lastly, Burrow.
Burrow. Okay. I don't have no issues with your list. I really don't. But regardless, I still stand behind what I said.
But if you really want me to get super selective, then I would say Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, and Josh Allen.
That's what you said. Oh, you talking about just kick Burrow and
Yeah, like if I really want to tell you top tier, my top three, like because I think that the decline after those three is a little bit greater. But those three, man,
yeah.
I get it. I get that. You can't really knock Josh Allen because at the end of the day, like he always gets eliminated by Mahomes. But it's like he's just on a whole. He's just another level, man. I don't maybe not like a whole other level, but he's clutch sometimes
Yeah.
more so than not.
How about that? Not much of it, but a little bit.
Obviously, his last performance, kind of right, but most of the times, I don't know what happened there either, but most of the times. That's the way I look at it, man. And I don't have Kyler up there, and I don't think you can make an argument that Kyler's better than any of those five.
Be hard to.
I know.
We have to probably put it like a okay, that's an A tier. I would concede and say that he's a B tier quarterback. B tier.
Thank you.
I think he's a B.
Exactly.
But the B's are elite.
No, you can't. No, stop mixing. No, we've already been through this. You keep elite to itself, to those A tier players, and then the A pluses, right? You're not mixing B. He's a great quarterback. I didn't say very good. I didn't say good.
There
I
is
said he's
no
a great,
Arizona Cardinals without Kyler Murray.
arguably.
Get this man his number one receiver back, and you'll see what he can do.
You know something?
What's that?
To be bold as hell, to really just cap off the night. And you're gonna really want to tell me it's past my bedtime when I tell you this. But I'd argue that you might be able to get to the first round of the playoffs with Baker behind center in Arizona with all the weapons they have for Kyler Murray. It's insane that he just got to the first round.
Stay off the weed. Well, man, you gotta go. You gotta go to bed, man. It's way too late for you, man. You see that bad tape that Baker got out right now? It's a
That
lot
what?
of that bad tape.
No.
It's really terrible what he did last season to the Browns.
Oh, here we go.
It's really terrible.
He was hurt, and they just released that the Browns were the ones that kept telling him to play hurt.
I ain't heard that. Didn't hear it.
Yeah. We'll look it up. Is there?
I'll look it up. But I ain't heard that until you got on here.
Nah, well, that's literally what he said. That's literally what happened.
I don't believe it.
Listen, man. I kind of believe it. I mean, who Case Keenum, where they really did you remember the expectations that was set on the Browns in the preseason because we knew how much talent they had, and Baker had just shown us that he could be that guy to take them to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, Irvin.
All I'm saying is, man, that's what I'm telling you. That ultimately, you can't ignore the fact that Kyler was surrounded by weapons.
Yeah, but they wasn't healthy all the time.
Okay, but whose weapons were? Whose team was entirely healthy all the time?
I don't think anybody's was.
Exactly. Everybody had to make adjustments.
But I mean,
You could argue, I don't know. You could argue besides, I don't know, like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. I think obviously he only missed them one game.
yeah, man, them two, I'm gonna hate not seeing them together anymore. It's
Yeah,
gonna
that sucks.
yeah, that's I don't want to
Sucks.
see Derek Carr and Devontae. That doesn't even sound right.
I think Devontae's about to take Carr to a whole new level.
Carr is just he's I don't know.
He's
Then
such a nice guy, though, man.
he got the bag too, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
121 guaranteed. Oh, sorry, not guaranteed, but 121.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say, wow.
No. Everybody just had a problem because he got it. He got it with a no trade clause.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, man, we're gonna leave it there, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. Be on the lookout for the next one. We are still trying to improve. We're still trying to get everything down, but I think we're definitely moving in the right direction. Just don't leave us. I mean, we are still trying to get it together. Still, support us as much as possible. I think that we have an excellent formula. Tune in for the next one. We'll definitely be posting again. From me to you, we are out.
If you love the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate,